So I get this question asked a lot. What do I do if I've been seeing somebody for a while and I thought it had the potential to go somewhere, but now they say they just want to be friends, or they want to take some more time, maybe some time apart, to see, if this is really going to be for them. If this ever happens to you, I want you to do these 3 things. And if you do these 3 things, you will remember me and you will love me forever. Number 1, you need to recognize that the energy is imbalanced. The attraction is not there for them at that time. It's so important to recognize this, right? Which means we could potentially do some things to get that energy back. We could do some things to get that attraction back that they might have had, at the very beginning. We could, but we'd have to look at, does this person have long-term potential? If I make these shifts, am I going to make them long-term? Will that be enough to have that attraction there long-term? Or is this person just a little bit, unhealed and they're just not ready yet, right? Because if that's the case, you're always going to have to be playing these games to keep their attention, right? And little side note, if you're attracting people like this all the time, then it does mean that you also have some healing to do. And I know that sucks to hear, but it is true. Until we heal, we will not, we'll just keep attracting the same people if we do not learn the lesson. That's what this video is about. I want you to learn the lesson so that this doesn't happen to you next time. So we're going to recognize, hey, this energy is off. I felt this way before. I know that I'm not supposed to dive in, chase, because that never works. It just pushes them away. You already know that one. What I want you to do next, after you recognize that, is I want you to sit with that feeling, and I want you to feel that feeling as much as possible. This is how we start to turn that energy around. This is where the real work is done to heal that thing that those other people are not finding attractive. This is how we get to the next level. This is where our work is. So we've opened up this opportunity of growth, and it comes in a way that doesn't feel good, which is maybe somebody's kind of, rejecting us. But if we can sit with that feeling long enough, heal it, find out where that feeling is in our body, feel it. If you keep feeling it, eventually you'll find the feeling goes away. And that anxious attachment will just keep going away. The more that it comes back, just keep healing it, feeling as much as possible, and it'll keep going away. It'll keep going away. It'll keep going. Eventually, you won't have any attraction to that person at all. It works like magic, and it's really amazing. At that point, you won't think about them anymore. You'll be able to move on. And usually at that point also, you start to see them more clearly. You start to see the person for whom they actually are. And at that person, it's almost like because our energy changes, we start to see things clearly. We go, you know what? Actually, I didn't like how that person made me feel. I didn't like how that person did that. Why was I willing to settle, right? So, which comes to my 3rd point. When somebody friend zones you or wants to take some space, listen to that. Listen to that as your cue that that's what this relationship probably should be. Yes, it comes from the other person, but that just affects our ego. So what? It just means it's not a match. It doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It just means it's not a match. And if you let your ego get involved, you're going to be stuck in this cycle. Instead, the most powerful people, heal people, go, oh, it's just not a match. What I find is when you accept their friendship deal, when you accept their friends with benefit deal, like really accept it, really embrace it and honor it. If you don't want friends with benefits, I'm not saying do that. But if you think you might be open to it, I encourage you to explore it because you'll find out some really interesting lessons in that. What I found is when I accept those kinds of deals in my past, I'm in a committed relationship now, but in my past, when I've accepted those deals fully and heal and feel those feelings, what I find out later is months down the road, I actually don't think they are the person for me. And it happens every time. So I want you to hear me loud and clear. When somebody wants to friend zone you and all that, take it. Take it as abundance. Oh, I get somebody to hang out with. I get to do all these. Take what's good about them. Maybe just the sex is good. Just take that. They're probably a piece of crap anyway. So just take the good stuff and leave all of the rest. That's how you start to look at things in just abundance, and you start to leave all the negative stuff that's not for you anyways. What happens later on when you accept people's deals is you'll find you're not even that into them as much as you thought you were. This is what happens after you sit with them and you heal. You will recognize that they were right all along. It should be a friendship. It should be a friends with benefits. You should be taking your space and dating other people. I promise you. The message just came from the universe, and it went through them first in this way. Don't let your ego get involved. When people offer, some type of a relationship in any form, especially if they have passion about it, I often believe it's coming from the universe, and if we accept it, it's going to be the best thing for them. What happened for me in these cases when I've accepted these friendships with benefits in the past is months later, the table's completely turned because I healed by sitting with all those uncomfortable feelings. I healed what I needed to, and I've cycled past that time. I cycled past those troubled people, and I'm not attracted to them anymore, right? So then you've completely flipped the tables. Now they want to date you. They see you as a potential partner because you've healed and leveled up, but you don't see them the same way anymore. So yeah, your ego can get involved, but you have the potential to flip the tables. And that's not the whole point though. The point is for you to heal so that you level up and match long-term, if that's what you're looking for, with somebody who's actually meant for you. So when someone friend zones you or takes some space to see other people, date other people, trust me, they are doing you a favor. Rejection really is protection. Stay tuned. Watch my other videos if you want more advice. I love you guys.